You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
I've heard you talk about parents' rights to raise their kids how they want. In fact, I just double checked. You voted no on making it illegal for kids to be married to adults at the age of 12 if their parents consented to it. You said actually that should be the law because it's the parents' right and the kids' right to decide what's best for them to be by an adult. Okay?
Do you know any kids who have been
With
married
marriage.
at age 12?
That was the law.
do you know
You
any
voted
kids-
not to change it.
Do you know any kids who have been married at age 12?
I don't need to.
I do. And guess what? They're still married.
Gentlemen,
A debate on Tuesday on bill banning gender affirming care for transgender minors. Missouri State Senator Mike Moon suggested children as young as 12 should have the right to marry with parental permission. Republican from Ash Grove, Moon's support of child marriage in some instances has been long documented. Back in 2018, Missouri passed a law raising the marriage age in the state from 15 to 16 and requiring parental permission for older teenagers to marry. Moon opposed the bill at the time, citing the same anecdote of a couple he met in college who had married one another at the age of 12. He stated that they were still happily married and acknowledged that while they provided an extreme example, they were something to ponder. Moon's support of the practice resurfaced during a committee hearing on a bill introduced by Moon that would ban gender affirming care for transgender children. If passed, the bill would ban health care providers from performing gender affirming surgeries on any minor or from prescribing or administering cross sex hormones or puberty blocking drugs to a minor for a gender transition, unless such minor was receiving such treatment prior to August of 28th. 2023. In a debate on the bill, Republican Meredith cited Moon's stance on child marriage as inconsistent with his aim of protecting children through his bill banning transgender care for minors. All right, so I see what it is. I see the play here. This is that gotcha, type of thing. Where they're trying to have the lesser of two evils, right? So they're trying to have on one end, I guess you have an individual that is for, children being able to take the puberty blockers and different things of that nature, right? And then on the other side, you have Moon, who was or is still in support of minors, young teenagers being able to marry at a very young age. Now, the note of that is the fact that, all right, you got minors that can sit up there and do that, but that then opens the door to grown adult individuals taking advantage of that exact same thing and be able to coerce uh, or throw suggestions directly to a minor about getting married to somebody who is vastly older, right, than them. Because more than likely that bill does not have any type of limitations to it. Usually, when you have people that go to the extent of agreeing to such things like that, it's an open-ended type of deal where any and everything can, in a sense, happen. I'm not agreeing for any of it. I'm not playing the lesser of two evils game. I'm taking a third option, uh, which I'm going to make for myself, which is burn it all. I'm not with any of that. I'm with the opinion of allowing children to be children, right? Allow children to go through the motions, allow them to fill out the world, allow them to figure out who they are as an individual, as a person, as a human being directly on this planet. The moment in time that they happen to become 18 or 21, they can then take on the option of doing what it is that they want to do, right, with their body. So if they want to happen to go into some type of gender transition, they can do that. If they need some gender reaffirming care, they can then do that. If they need some type of hormone therapy or anything like that, they're free to do that. But at the point in time where kids should be kids, where they should be worried about their favorite cereal, their favorite color, their favorite superhero, their favorite cartoon, their favorite movie, what vegetables they want to eat, don't want to eat their favorite food, their favorite snacks, who's going to be the best friend on Tuesday and who's not going to be the best friend, on Friday. Their worries and concerns about, starting a new school and how they're going to make friends and all of the things that come directly with that, and learning new sports. There's so many more things that kids have to worry about that go into their mental development, on building on who it is that they are going to become and be as a person. As I stated before, if at any moment in time that little child wants to, go to the age of 18 or 21 and they want to make that decision, then by all means, go ahead and do it. Right? You can decide to, pretty much change your life however you want to sit up there and see fit. But at no point in time should grown adults, especially grown adult men, be the ones to make legislation and to talk about um, children and their bodies, and make laws and what it is that they should, in a sense, be able to do. And like I said, all of that seems completely crazy. The whole conversation itself seems completely crazy when you look at, in a sense, both sides, and you see how one side is trying to use it in order to get what it is that they want out of the situation, by seeming as though they're the lesser of two evils, as if they care more for the children than somebody else, when realistically both parties don't care about the children at all. There have been too many government officials that are sitting presently, or that were sitting in the past, that have been caught in compromising situations with minors, with videos, with photographic evidence, whatever you want to name. You can put it directly up there. They've been caught with this way too many times. And for me to sit up there and believe that any of these men up here 100% care about kids is ridiculous. If they cared about kids, then they would make harsher laws, rules, and regulations for adults, more specifically for men, who go directly after minors. There would be harsher prison sentences. There would be no jail, harsher prison sentences. There would be no type of bond or anything like that, right? And if you were caught doing the exact same thing for a second, third, or whatever time, then there's going to be an end of the road that's going to have to take place. There's not going to be, oh, we're just going to cut him loose and he's going to have to, register as, this, and this, and we're going to hope to keep track of him, and, hopefully, he'll register and all these. No. But the reason why none of them are actually going to make harsher rules and regulations, because some of the same exact people that I'm talking about that are out here on the streets, they are those people. They are the lawyers, they are the police officers, they are the doctors, they are the nurses, right? They are also the prosecutors. They sit in high official seats in government. Like I said, they're all in on it. So they know if they were to make these rules, they would also be making these rules against their best interest. So again, you can miss me with any of this nonsense up until I actually see credible action of the individuals like this actually caring about children, right? They're writing legislation, they're passing these bills out there in the open to put everybody on notice, including their own constituents. Then and only then will I actually believe the words of them actually caring about kids. Up until then, this is just a farce.
I've heard you talk about parents' rights to raise their kids how they want. In fact, I just double checked. You voted no on making it illegal